You've heard it before. Create your content as if you're talking to just one person. And if you haven't heard that before, then in today's video, we are going to unpack what that means and how you can start doing that. My name is Erin Trafford. I'm a content strategist and I'm the CEO at Story Studio Network. And today's video, we are tackling the concept of party of one. Is it possible to create for just one person? All right, I was on a call last week with a student and she runs an online membership for new moms. She also has a podcast all about birthing, baby sleep. She offers some really cool one-to-one private services to help new parents navigate baby sleep and feeding. But she said to me, Erin, I have at least 3 different types of ideal client. Not all my clients are the same. By all accounts, though, she is an expert in every single area. She's doing amazing, and her content and her knowledge base is humongous. But when it comes to actually creating her content strategy, she admitted that she feels super sporadic. And she said something to me like, I know there's advice to just speak to one person, but it's super, super hard because she talks about and does so many different things. So the question is, that we're answering in today's video is it even possible to write and create for just one person? What does that actually mean? Especially if you're like my student who has 3 distinct types of clients that she works with or 3 distinct types of content that she wants to talk about. So when marketers say to talk to one person, what they're actually saying is know your niche, know intimately who you're talking to and who you're creating content for, and create content just for them. But to my student's point, what happens when it's more than one person? How do you handle that? So step 1, first things first, is you actually need to do research on your ideal clients. And this doesn't mean go down some Google rabbit hole. What this means and what I teach in my programs is you need to actively dialogue with them beyond text messaging and direct message. You need to either do voice message with them or actually get onto what I call coffee chats with them. You need to speak to them face to face, hear how they speak to you, hear how they speak about what you do and what their needs are. You actually need to talk to them. That is truly doing research. You'll hear experts say that you should do things like poll your audience on Instagram. Yes, no, maybe kind of thing. And while that's okay, what that's going to do is give you biased information about what the market actually wants from you and how you should be speaking to them. Because when you put up an Instagram poll, you're kind of preaching to the choir. The people who are going to respond to an Instagram poll are the people who are already actively engaged with you. They may also not be your ideal buyer for that particular thing, right? It's going to give you skewed results. The best way to research your clients and to understand what kind of content you need to create to fill their knowledge gap is to talk to them and get them to identify what that gap is. So as you're building out your content funnel, you need to bake in time to your content creation plan, maybe 15 minutes a week, to connect with a potential new client. Don't sell them on anything. Just talk to them. Catalog that language, capture it somewhere, and use that to create your content for your specific clients and customers. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is then you need to find your common language with them. You need to look at how your life and business values match the values of your clients and prospects and create content that creates a match between those shared values. For example, time and time again, when I do my market research, when I get on coffee chats with people, every single week I do this, I find that the person who is more likely to buy from me, has values that are very similar to my values and the values in my business. For example, things I value: authentic content creation, not spending hours creating content and wanting to enjoy the creative process, wanting to be both confident and strategic at the same time, having lots of extra time for leisure and for family, for midday playground or pet walks or whatever that may be, and planning, which actually makes me laugh because until I did the research, I didn't realize that I love planning and my clients very, very, very much also love planning as well. So my point is that yes, you should be talking to one person, like you are in communication with one person, but you also need to commit to talking to many people to find the common language that that you should be using when you are in that dialogue. When you do this, when you take these 2 steps, talking to your ideal client on a regular basis as part of your content planning, and then again, finding that common language and using that in all of the content that you create and put into the world, you will create an extremely aligned content plan that will resonate at the exact right frequency with all of your ideal clients, no matter how many different iterations of ICA you have. And that in turn will make your business flow much easier. I promise. So I have a question for you, which you can drop in the comments below, is have you ever actually done that kind of client research? If so, how did it go for you? And if not, are you willing to start? Because it is an absolute game changer in your business and in your content strategy. I guarantee it. The other thing is make sure that you are checking out the comments below or the link in my bio for my free training where I walk you through where in your content planning process this customer and audience research needs to happen. If you like this video, make sure that you hit like and subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you're checking the comments sections for links to my free trainings, how to work with me, and my social media.